I'm Alex with Storyline Travel. In this video, we're on the Rhine River visiting Rudesheim. Rudesheim, for us, was right after the Rhine Gorge. We were sailing southbound, and we had spent the morning enjoying all the castles in the Rhine Gorge. Just past the last castle of the Rhine Gorge, we encountered the village of Rudesheim. Our excursion for the day was to ride the gondolas up to the peak and to see the statue at the top. Once the ship ported and we got off, we had the chance to take transportation that looked like a small train, pulling cars that would take us into the center of the village. Once we got into the center of the village, we saw it was packed with people. And the entrance to the gondola had lines that stretched down city streets. Fortunately for us, being on the River Cruise, the River Cruise Company had provided us with tickets, so all we had to do was get in line. Also note that there is a switchback ramp available for those with mobility issues, and there is also an elevator that will take you up to where you board the gondola cars if stairs are a challenge for you. Once we got up past the line, which actually moved fairly quickly, into the cars, we hopped aboard as the cars kept moving. It's fairly slow and easy to step in. However, we did notice once on our ride that the cars would stop for those who truly had difficulty boarding with a moving car. Once on board, we sailed above vineyards and truly enjoyed the view of the Rhine River and the village below. Also note that there is an option to take a stroll through the vineyards and to walk up on a more active and discovery type of activity. And you can either not purchase a ticket if you're visiting Rüdesheim on your own, or split the ride, where you take the walk and then ride back down, or take the ride up and then walk back down. Once we reached the top of the mountain, there was another gondola station where we stepped off. Again, the gondola continued to move slowly, and we were able to step out without an issue. At the top of the gondola station, there are a few shops and even a restaurant if you plan on eating lunch and enjoying quite a bit of time from this high vantage point. There's also sidewalks that lead to a monument, and that was our destination on this excursion. So we followed the path around in the tree-covered shade. We enjoyed the views and all of the different perspective that we had. Once we reached the statue there at the end, our guide told us about this being a symbol of German freedom. In fact, each statue has its own place in the German lore of it coming together as a unified Germany, and also the fact that it faces France as they were under threat from Napoleon. The statue stands as a symbol to France that we're ready to fight if needed, including many people. As you get closer, you can see that were the German people ready to stand up against any type of French invasion. Once we had the chance to enjoy the views, overlook the Rhine and the village, and get that little bit of history, we decided to head back down. So once again, we went to the gondola station and climbed on board. Ashley decided to go by herself this time. When we arrived back at the village center, a lot of the crowds had dispersed, and we were able to take a stroll through the village. One of the things to note is that most of the roads are somewhat slanted, and those that are slanted down head toward the river. So it's not too difficult to get lost as long as you always go down and head towards the river. You have almost a natural guiding system. As we strolled through the village, we saw different cafes and restaurants. Rüdesheim is known for its coffee, and it gives you an opportunity to stop in and enjoy a delicacy in Rüdesheim. In addition, there were many cute shops, including a Christmas shop right near the gondola entrance and exit. We walked through and looked at some of the handmade German Christmas ornaments and decorations. And finally, if you want to enjoy that Rüdesheim coffee, we highly suggest going to the Rudesheimer coffee house, getting a cup of coffee and an apple pastry. It's so good. If you'd like to know more about river cruising on the Rhine River, check out this video that we've done. And at Storyline Travel, we believe every adventure is a story waiting to be told.